I'm scared of all the voices inside my head. They scream to help. They could bring me to death. I can't let them win, but I'm just so tired. So tired of this life, so tired to fight. I just want to let go, close my eyes, take a deep breath, and sink into my consciousness after all. Wasn't I born to die? That was a poem written by an anonymous person who just left the initials MK. Here in our society, many individuals wear masks, and to me, masks is obviously a mask that covers your face. Behind that mask is just someone who's very sad, depressed, and unhappy with themselves or how life is going. But in other people's in public, they see someone happy, someone enjoying life, smiling. But it's only if they knew what's actually behind that mask. Sadly, behind that mask is a sad, depressed, unhappy person. For others, obviously they do not know what's happening. But this is where my advocacy group comes in. It's called Active Minds. It's an advocacy group founded by Alison Malmon, a student at the University of Pennsylvania who started this organization shortly after her younger brother passed away because he committed suicide. Which is why she started this organization, to help those who are wearing masks, to help those who are afraid to speak up, help those who are afraid to ask for help because they don't know where to go. They don't know if they don't know if they should speak up. They don't know if I should tell someone. They just don't know. They're lost. And unfortunately, they just take the short route. And because of this advocacy group, they don't want them to be left out. They want to make sure that these individuals who are suffering can get help. Mental illness is not something small that can be fixed or cured quickly. It's a serious health issue that it can affect many individuals. According to the report called Unfulfilled Expectations and Symptoms of Depression Among Young Adults, written by Krzysztof Mosakowski, it says the World Health Organization ranks depression as one of the most disabling mental disorders worldwide because the symptoms that can be chronic or recurrent and drastically impair social functioning throughout the people's lives. The sad part about depression is that here in our society it's very common. It's very common and many individuals suffer it every day. There are still other mental illnesses such as anxiety and bipolar. Mental illness isn't something small that can be cured or be fixed quickly. It can make a big impact in an individual's life. Some may say an individual's mind is the most dangerous weapon that they possess. Those who suffer from a mental illness are afraid to speak up, afraid to ask for help, and say they feel like they cannot trust anyone or believe that there's someone for them. Active Minds is the nation's premier nonprofit organization supporting mental health and awareness and education for students. Alison Malmon, founder of the organization, noticed that her school, they weren't really talking about mental illnesses or even mentioned it at all. Even though mental illnesses can affect many individuals in a negative way. Brian Malmon, that's the name and the person of that's the name of her little brother. He was a freshman at the university, so unfortunately, he was very depressed, sad, and felt like he was lonely. But to others, they saw that he was happy, was enjoying life, having fun, smiling, and he was a popular person, well-known person that everyone knew. He seemed fine to his friends and family, but behind that mask that he was wearing, he was suffering from depression and psychosis. He didn't want to speak up. He probably, I'm not saying that I know what he was feeling, but I feel like he was probably afraid to speak up. He was probably nervous that to tell someone what he was going through, probably that they may judge him. And because of this, because he did not speak up or seek for help, he took the quick route which ended his life. Active Mind was made to prevent this from happening, for no one can suffer from this or have a loved one suffering from this. You guys probably asking, what am I going to do? What you're up here talking about it, like what is he gonna do? Well, as an individual who has been very unhappy in a point of his life and also knows how it feels to wear a mask, I will attempt to try to be there for an individual who I feel like needs like help or care for. Even all right, I'm a college student. obviously I don't have money, so if I could, I would have donated to them. They could probably help out the business, but because I'm a college student and I already have loans I already have debt. All I can do is probably just be there for them, attempt to like talk to them, even though I don't know what's going, or even though I don't know what's happening to them. The smallest thing can help them so much. Even if it's like, hey, I think you're a great professor, or hey, you did great in your speech. Like these small little comments can make such a big impact in someone's life. That's why I'm trying. I am going to be there for someone, and I will try to, even if it's the smallest things, or even if none of these are working, even if all I'm doing is failing, all I can do is be there for them. Because even if it's just me telling, hey, I'm here for you, bro, or I'm here, you can trust me. That small little comment can make them change their mind because they feel cared and loved for, which is what I am going to do to attempt. If we are able to help those if we are able to support others who are suffering from a mental illness, then the world can be such a brighter and better place for not only the people who are suffering from it, but also who can be affected by it because it's their loved one. If we're able to help those suffering from a mental illness and share what they're going through, it will only benefit them and others. According to a report called Can We Really Prevent Suicide, written by Maya, Gil, Lucas, Maria, there's many authors, says that suicide is among the top 20 leading causes of death globally. For all ages and every year, nearly 1 million people die from suicide. If we're able to help these individuals who are suffering from mental illness, we can prevent this from happening. It's really sad to know that suicide is a very common thing in our society, and knowing that probably one of our loved ones or friends or someone that we know can really just die from that and commit suicide. So imagine if we're able to help this out, it could just be a better place for everyone, for they could be happy. I'm not the only one who can do this. I'm not the only one who can make a change. This is why I'm asking you guys for help as well. You guys can do this exact same thing as I can. I'm sure you guys don't have as much money or already owe money to the school, which is why I'm asking you guys if you guys can probably just be there for your friend, loved one, someone. It's the smallest things that really does matter to an individual's life, which is why I feel like if you guys cannot donate, if you guys cannot participate in something an event that Active Minds is doing, I really recommend just being there for someone, making a compliment, talking to them, or just if you guys see someone sitting by himself lonely, like just go up to them like, hey, are you okay? Actually no, don't do that. Be like, hey, I want to be your friend. Let's be friends. I feel like we have something a lot in common, which is why I'm not the only one who can make a difference. I also ask you guys, which is why I love and support Active Minds, because they're doing something that not many people are doing, which is why I feel like you guys should support them as well. Thank you.